Okay guys, I'm back and I was wanting to show y'all how I was going to do my tree trunks. You can see this is our tree we did a few minutes ago. Now I've left the wire really long, but you can see the wire goes right up to the base of the tree limbs, or our tree we finished. Anyway, what we're going to do, or what I did, is there's several ways to do this, but the things you need to do it is you need a couple pair of hemostats to hold your tree. You need some masking tape. If you can get some 1/2 inch, it would be better. The 3/4 is a little harder to work with, but that's all I have right now. I have some lightweight Bondo. You get that. This is not the can that come in. I put it in here to make it keep longer. You can get it at any automotive store, but I used the lightweight body fillers, more or less what it is. It's 2 parts. You put 1 part of this and then squeeze out a little bit of the hardener for it. Anyway. And then you also need an X-Acto knife and then a couple popsicle sticks. But anyway, to do this really quick, you're working under a time frame, because once you add the hardener to this, it goes pretty quick, and you don't want to add too much hardener because it'll kick off too fast. Anyway, I just get out a little bit of Bondo, and I already have a tree here that now this is one of my early ones. It doesn't look as good, but I figured we'd do the trunk on it. But you need to figure out how big you want your trunk. I wrap it. I just start wrapping it in the masking tape, and we're just making a little bit of bulk here, so we don't have to add as much Bondo to it. Anyway, I take the tree and we're going to lay it off here to the side, and we're going to mix up our Bondo. And all it does, it takes you just barely want it to actually, that's too much. It's just a drop. Let's see. You see what I'm doing here, yeah. But we're going to mix this up. Once we get it mixed up, we got to work pretty quickly. And it's just going to barely change color. If you really put a lot in there, it'll turn a dark blue like this over here, and it'll harden really fast, and you're not wanting that. Okay, once I get it mixed up, we're just going to take our popsicle stick, we're going to take our tree, we're going to start up here at the top, and we're going to start coating. We're just going to start putting it on the trunk. I'm going to try to get it all the way around. I'm going to start top, and I'm going to start pulling it down. And we'll make sure you get it all the way around so we get it all the way covered. And you don't want to get too thick, but where your tape stops, you can keep going on up as high as you can to the bottom of those limbs. And you want to try to make it a little bit bigger at the bottom. But we're going to pull all this in and make sure we got all our tape covered. And pull the rest of the top and just keep pulling it down. Okay, you don't want any big spaces. Alright, now that we got it covered all the way around, it's already starting to harden up on me. Stuff's made to work in automotive, so it's pretty quick. Alright, now you want to take your X-Acto knife and you just want to start pulling it down. Just pull it. You know, if you get any of the little limbs in there, you want to cut those away. I should have pulled them up and held them up better. But we'll get those out of the way. But once it starts to harden, we're just going to keep pulling, and this makes it look like the bark. And it'll pull it down to where it's a little fatter at the base. And as it goes, you'll see some of the Bondo start to roll up, and that's okay, because that'll look like the bark is shedding a little bit. We'll do that all the way around. Now you just have to play with this till you get, this is my second one, so I still got to get. And the good thing about this, if you don't like it, with that tape on there, if you grab a hold of it right, you can probably remove the whole thing pretty easily once it gets hard. But see, you can see, or hopefully you see, I got a little bit of the Bondos rolled up, and that looks like the bark is shedding. Now we'll end up having to clean off the bottom down here, but we can do that later once this is nice and hard. Okay, I'm gonna lay this one off to the side. And the good thing is, if you use hemostats, you can now hang this up. And what I did is I grabbed in here where it really wouldn't make a difference if I grabbed a hold of something. So I'm gonna set that one off to the side and let it finish hardening. All right, I had one. This is the very first one I did. I hope you can see it. But anyway, you can see how rough the trunk looks. It looks like that all the way around, and it's just unique to every one because you're just taking that X-Acto knife and pulling down. You just keep pulling it down, and it just breaks it up, and it looks like a bark of a tree. Now, like I said, we can come in here and we can cut this off even. I went back and painted it with I think it was a boxcar brown is what I had on hand, and then went back with some a black wash of acrylic paint and gave it a little bit of definition to it. But anyway, now once you got it done, you just pull it off, pull your limbs down a little bit, and you're set to go. You can put that anywhere in your layout. Now that tree probably ends up about 9 or 10 inches long from base to the top. I need some smaller ones like this, and my trunks will be smaller. But anyway, I hope that helps. I've been reading up, and I saw what a bunch of different people were doing, and it just all fit together. I thought I'd put it in a video real quick. I hope this helps, and y'all have a good day.